I'm back today. I hope that I reposted yesterday's video, and I hope you'll, if you haven't yet, go back and look at it, because I'm going to refer back to it in this here. Uh, Today, I need to talk to you guys a little bit and give myself a little more time to do that. But going back to yesterday's video, I showed you a little bit of the police corruption that's going on. I showed you what they're doing in the Senate and the Congress in terms of corruption, and touched a little bit on Obama. And the biggest thing that I need for you guys to understand is that this goes across all the borders, Democrats, Republicans. There's some good ones left, just like there are good cops, but the system itself is corrupt. And this system is in the process of taking down America. The actual overall system, what we call the New World Order, and if you don't know what it is, go online and look it up, and Agenda 21, it's the blueprint for the takeover of the world, okay? The focus right now is on America because we're the only country that has people in it that know what freedom looks like. And they have to kill this. And they know it's going to be tough because they do have people that know what freedom was like. All these people that Obama's letting coming into the country right now on the southern borders and everything, even if they didn't take over immediately, which I doubt is going to happen, all these people coming in, they haven't known anything except dictatorships, slavery, hunger, all these things. And when they come in here, anything that's better than that is okay with them. And anybody that handed that to them is okay by them. So that makes this government that's doing this right now, that makes them almost like heroes, okay? But and if it came to a vote tomorrow, and these people could vote, which, by the way, they're being given ID so they can vote, even though that's illegal as hell. But the reason why is because guess who they'll vote for? Somebody they think gave them something better than where they were at. Okay? But what you guys need to understand is this. Before any of this started, you all knew, if you were awake at all, you already knew we were in financial trouble. Okay? A 17-something trillion dollar debt. And them talking about, Sharon and I are both on Social Security. So we're well aware of it, but they're talking about cutting it back because they don't have the funds and blah, 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 which they stole from all of us who paid into the system. And but they're talking about cutting it back. They're talking about it now. Again, they're cutting the veterans, even in places where they're fighting for our country. They're cutting them down to 2 meals a day because they don't have the funds. I think that's bizarre. Obama just cut the military by, I think it was 18 or 20%. Now, they say this is because of the money, but it isn't about the money. It makes a good excuse because everybody knows that we've got a financial problem. But that ain't the reason, because if that was the reason, why would he let millions of people come in on the southern border and give them free food, money, a place to live, medical, How could they do that if we're cutting our own resources? Think about it. This is all BS. It's all BS. And some of you people, if you want to get in an argument, come on. I want to know how you're going to argue this. How you gonna justify cutting our military's capabilities of eating while you let millions of people come into the border? Justify it. You can't, because you know what? This is a plan from Clowder and Pivens. It's a socialistic plan to break America. Now, for you dummies out there that don't understand it yet, we're already broke. The only thing that's keeping us alive right now, or making it look like we're okay, they keep printing money. Money that has no value. Just paper. That's all it is. And they just pump it out there and they pass it around. And so everybody says, oh yeah, see, we're doing okay. Money's flowing everywhere. It's zero. It means nothing. And the day that, when they decide to say, okay, our economy's caved in, it's over, that's the day it's over. That could have been done 10 months ago. It's the same today as it was 10 months ago. It's over. It's already over. They just haven't announced it yet. And the reason why they haven't announced it is because they haven't got all their pieces into place yet. And some of you people that aren't paying attention, or you're sitting there, oh yeah, this is great. Immigration reform is what you're calling this. It's a joke. There's no reform going on here. They're letting millions of people come into this country, and most of them are unwanted in their countries because they're all kinds of things. And then there's sick people coming in here bringing in diseases and so forth. It's all designed to break this country so that it can't fight back. Then when you start understanding that, then you start seeing like I showed you in the video, they're attempting to take away the First Amendment rights. Okay? And the Second Amendment rights. In fact, yesterday, while I was making that video, Obama used executive order and did away with a couple of different guns. One of my understanding, AK-47. And see, again, for you guys that don't pay attention or won't wake up or whatever, you sit there and say, oh, well, that's an assault weapon. That's because that's what they said. You don't even know what an assault weapon is. AK-47s in this country, you can't have an assault weapon. And a lot of people have used AKs for hunting and stuff because they're light and they're easy to carry and everything. But you get one shot per pull on them. So when they say assault weapon, they're trying to get across to you people that don't understand the difference. You think AK-47, when I was growing up, AK-47 meant Vietnam. Because all the BC and North Vietnamese, Chinese, they all used them. And those were fully automatic weapons. But in this country, they're not. But what you need to understand is they use the terminology so that they can get you to support what they're doing. And on this over here, the magician is actually trying to take the gun away. He doesn't give a crap what it does. He wants it because, like I showed you in those videos, you got militarized police thinking they're badasses. Okay? And they've been given the permission to do that, and they're doing it. But you know what? They want your weapons taken away too. You know why? because they want to be able to walk up, bust your face, and hope you don't like it. And they don't want to have to worry about you or one of your family members pulling out a gun and saying, that's enough. So they're going to take them all away. That's the whole plan. And if you let them, they're going to do it. And you know what? You people out there that are willingly, ignorantly buying into this, when the stuff hits the fan and you decide, oh, I think I messed up here, it's too late. You're going to be looking for a gun, and there aren't going to be any. And that's what I'm trying to get across to you. It's like the speech and everything. When you get ready to say you don't like something, you're too late. They took your speech away 4 months ago. But it was okay with you then because you didn't like the guy that was talking. And then, like I was telling you in a couple videos ago, when Sharon and I went camping, 2 miles up the lake, we could hear at the Boy Scout camp, we could hear them hollering out orders and stuff that I never even seen in basic training when I was in the military. They're militarizing the Boy Scouts. It's what Obama calls a youth corps. Go into history, and you'll find out what the youth corps was for Hitler, Stalin. It's all the same stuff, man. And they're almost here. Their UN's going to come in now. Some of you that read, they're coming in. They're willing to come in and help with the crisis on the border. What crisis? According to Obama, there's no crisis. He opened the gates. He's letting these guys come in legally. So what crisis? There is no crisis. There is for you and me, but you understand how they're manipulating everything. Now the United Nations is going to come in here and help with the crisis. Well, guess what? When Obama pulls in martial law, which is coming, whether you guys want to believe it or not, and it's coming soon. I was looking for something maybe around the 1st, I told you guys, and then these guys also mentioned the 14th of August. I didn't understand the August thing until a couple days ago. Now I do. Guess what? Congress and Senate go on leave the middle of August. So guess what? That means Obama can take his executive order because there's nobody he has to talk to. So if I were you, I'd take a real big look at that. Anyway, when he brings in martial law, UN has already stated that they're willing to come in and help Obama quell civil unrest. That's you and me, not liking what's going down. But guess what? They're already going to be here because they're coming in for the crisis. Are you starting to understand anything about a flag now? This thing on the border is just another huge flag. And I can get into a whole bunch of things. You guys, all you have to do is go on. But I'm going to tell you, I'll give you a real quick one right now because I'm running out of time. 9/11 was a staged event, whether you like it or not. Kansas City bombing, staged event, whether you like it or not. Kennedy's assassination, planned, whether you like it or not, all on record. Okay? The Boston Marathon, another staged event. Sandy Hook, another staged event. You can sit here and argue all you want. Go look at go online and look at the evidence. Okay? Anyway, I'm just trying to wake you guys up. I'm going to come out tomorrow. I'm going to show you some stuff about the youth movement and the things that Obama's pushing, trying to get you guys to understand this is a socialist / communist takeover of the New World Order. Love you guys. Talk to you later.